Hey guys, it's Gigi. Welcome back to my kitchen. Come on in. Let me tell you what we're doing. I have already browned some sausage, okay, and I've scrambled it up. Y'all know I love, this is the sausage that I love. It comes in patties, but I cooked them, and then I took my microphone, if you know, you know, and I just chopped it all up and scrambled it. And I've got it in my cast iron pan. And to this, what we're going to do, well, first of all, let me tell you, we're going to make a breakfast casserole. My husband said, you know, it might be a good idea for you to make up a breakfast casserole, you know, in case when this storm comes in, we might lose power, or, you know, for a short period of time, if we're without the means to cook or whatever, I can always eat eggs and protein. And I'm like, cold? He said, you do what you got to do. So it will already be cooked. I'm going to bake it with you. We love breakfast casseroles. And we're hoping and praying that the power doesn't go out. We'll still eat on it and still enjoy it. But if we do, I've got something else on hand that we can eat, okay? So I have browned my sausage, and I'm going to add a little bit of, this is just my garlic powder. I'm going to add a little powder. Y'all know sausage has, you know, sage and spices in it. But I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder, and I'm just eyeballing it. And a little bit of onion powder. Just lightly, because I am going to be adding onions and sauteing some onions. And I'm adding a little ground paprika. Okay. And then to this, we're going to add our onions. I like to cook my onions and peppers a little bit before putting them in the oven, but they are going into a 350-degree oven. It's preheating right now. And it's going to go in there for 40 minutes, you know, just until the eggs have set up. So in here, we're going to put our onions and our peppers that I have already, for the sake of time, chopped up rather small pieces. Don't want to lose any of those onions. My hands are clean, washed them before I ever push that to-go button. Start button. So we're going to let these onions and peppers saute up in our sausage. And I did already drain. This sausage has very little fat in it, but I did do the paper towel method and absorbs any excess grease that was in the bottom of my skillet, okay? So, guys, I'm just going to let this continue to saute. I'm going to slide that out of the way and bring I have got 12 eggs. I'm making a 9x13 casserole dish, and I have got 12 eggs for the sake of time, again, already cracked, open in our bowl, and I'm just going to add a little bit of half and half cream to this and whisk that really good. Grab my salt and pepper. Going to do about a half a teaspoon or less of salt and pepper. Also to our eggs, I'm going to add a little bit of paprika. Just a tiny, and I'm doing this very light-handed, okay? Just adding flavors to the layers, okay? Flavoring the layers. Very lightly. Just want to get these really scrambled and mixed up well. That's our oven that's preheated. Okay, and I thought that I had a block of pepper jack cheese. I like to grate up my own cheese and use it in my breakfast casserole. And I like to use a pepper jack cheese. It just gives it that little, not hot, but it gives it that little bit of extra kick. But I did not have any. But I do have this creamy melt 3 cheese bag in my refrigerator that I need to use. So I'm going to go ahead and use that in this casserole. But you use whatever cheese you want. And if you prefer shredding your own, which y'all know most of the time I do. But I happen to have this on hand and I want to use it. So I'm going to grab our casserole dish. Let me give our little peppers, onions, and sausage a good little mix. Now, to this, I'm also going to add some real chopped bacon bits, okay? There again, by all means, feel free to fry your own bacon if you want to do an extra meat in here. But what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to remove the little packet. I'm going to put this in my, in with my peppers and the onions and the sausage, okay? And then I'm just going to also scramble that up in there with our peppers, onions, and sausage. I'm just going to stir those bacon bits in. That smells so good. Smells so good. Okay. So to our egg mixture, I'm going to add about, I would say, a cup of this cheese. And then I'm going to reserve some of the cheese for the top, okay? Okay, make sure I've got y'all in full view so you can see. Let me move that. Might let you see better without that blue being up underneath it. So I'm going to pour my egg mixture into my casserole dish. Let me grab a small spatula. Because I don't want to leave any of that egg mixture in there. Do you see, if I hadn't scraped that out, how much is still left in there? So get all of it out that you can. Okay. And then we are going to, let me use something quieter. I was going to get one of my spoons, and I'm like, they won't want to hear that noise on this cast iron skillet. So we're just going to take our, I do want to have everything as much as possible in your viewing sight. Okay, so let me pull my burner back. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to just put our, oh, this smells so good. Put our mixture in, turn my little burner off. Just layer that all the way so that it's, move this stuff out of the way. I'm gonna see if I can't. Sometimes these cast iron skillets are heavy. Let's see if we can. Just instead of scooping, taking the time to do that, we'll just get it all out and then I'll spread it out. I think that'll work better. Sometimes those iron skillets get heavy. And like I said, my oven is preheated, 350 degrees. And then, guys, to this, we're going to take a little more cheese on the top. And pop this in the oven And when it is completely done, we'll be back. And yes, believe me, I will cut a piece of it and sample it with you, okay? So let me get this in the oven. Let me show you up close. Let me get this in the oven, and when it is done, I will be back. Okay guys, our casserole is out of the oven, and we're about to give it a taste test. If it tastes as good as it smells, then we're in business. You see that big chunk? I've already cut my husband a piece, so he enjoyed it. And now I'm fixing to sample me a bite with you guys, give you my opinion of it. Remember, we did sausage and peppers and onions. Y'all see those peppers and onions in there? Still see the steam coming off of it. That's good. That's really good. I baked it at 350 degrees for about 35 minutes. It was completely done at 35 minutes in my gas oven. So you may have to adjust your oven accordingly. But for my oven, 35 minutes at 350 degrees. All right, guys. Thank you so much once again for hanging out with me. I'm going to close out this video, but before I do, can I encourage you to be the hands and feet of Jesus? Be his mouthpiece. Show his loving kindness to somebody, okay? You won't have to look very far in this world to find somebody who stands in need. Okay, y'all stay safe and warm in the weather that's headed our way. Okay, bye guys.